If you could step on our site right now, the first thing that you would notice isn't necessarily the sound of drills or the dust in the air. It's the energy. Honestly, there is so much that is happening on site at the moment. The people are just absolutely buzzing. Laborers are coming and going, and the men are constantly bantering. It creates this incredibly warm working family kind of environment that makes the hard graft feel a whole lot lighter. But if you want to know the real secret of keeping team morals high, then let's find out.
The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me. Yeah.
Hello, Wagwan, pick up yourself for the area yard or your abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. Now, we've started having some cooking days on site to get everyone's energy pumping because the contractor on site decided that this is something that he's going to do. Now, if you know anything about the Jamaican culture, you know that communal eating isn't just a routine, it's actually a ritual, and therefore the food is making such a big difference. And just the community, happy family spirit that they are experiencing is one to just see, and it just gets you energized. In fact, study on workplace psychology shows that breaking bread together increases team cohesion and productivity by over 15%. But on a Jamaican site, it adds about 200% more vibes. The very first cookout day was just a massive throwback for me back into my childhood when we used to go a farm, because I grew up in northwest Manchester, right in the heart of the farming community. Back then, we would constantly head out to the farm, and my mom, and on the odd occasions my father, would cook massive meals for the workers. It was pure tradition. Sometimes they would share the food out right there on banana leaves, serving up the salting, the meat that we're going to be eating in separate bowls. Some of the older men would even fashion chopsticks out of twigs in order to eat, whilst other times my mom would bring proper forks and big bowls for everyone to eat. Now, standing on the site on that first day of the cooking, watching the smoke rising, I was completely transported back to those Manchester farm days. It was this intense moment of pure reminiscing. Since then, we've had a few other cookout days, but I'm just going to throw back and show you some of what happened on that first day when everybody sit down and find them like a spot in the yard and I eat them food. These workmen are joking. Let me show you what them I do in the day for their lunch. Look at that. Breadfruit are roast. Then set up them thing. And this, I go be then salting with the breadfruit with them are roast. So, I want to see when they done and sit down and enjoy themselves. So, I'm on my meal. Yeah. So, I go up on site. They get to eat food. So, I got indulge in mine. I start eating and then realize that I have taken you along the journey, but I never shown it. So, now I have to show you. So, that is it. I'm going to eat now. This is reminiscent of going to bush back in the days in my teenage and early years, and lunch, cook, boat, run, and you see workers sit down. So they're sitting over there behind me, eating their food and relaxing for a little bit before they go back onto their mission. And I'm glad I had this. It brought back a lot of memory of those days back in the bush, coming from a household where farming is a thing. So I'm glad I had that opportunity. And we've had several other days, including where I share my banana flour meal that I made with them, and they were actually amazed that it actually tastes as good as it did. And some of them have said that they would definitely make it again. So since then, we've had many cookout experiences together. And look, the food has been incredible. But if I'm honest, none of them have quite brought back that exact level of deep nostalgia that the first day did. Maybe because it was the first one I was having in such a long time. But do you know what? That's actually a good thing. It means that instead of constantly looking backwards, each new cookout day allowed me to just live in the moment. I was enjoying the present, the laughter that was there, and the banter that I would hear them doing. And on occasions, I joined in too. I'm making entirely new memories with the brilliant team that we have around us today. Yep, there we go. Site alive. We have chef cooking. Yes. So it go, so it go, so it go. Anyways, make a show enough of me. Yep, so for me there. So me get into funny. Yeah man, new day, new vibes, new event happening. And this is it. Where is it? If a woman cocoa? Yeah. You have woman cocoa different from man? Yeah, man. Really? Really. I first me know this. How it different? Why difference? The one cocoa white and the one cocoa red. Is it? Yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah. Me no know. Yeah, my real thing. The chef like it nice, like soup of color. Uh-huh. But the young girl when I use curry, but this one man use spunky. Uh-huh. Oh gosh. They make you laugh. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna eat mine now. Bon appetit. And this is the first piece of pear for the season. I get it right up on the site. So me I go make do with it on my soup right now. Hey, yeah man. Gold dust. Cause they not come in yet properly. But that's how I go. Site vibes. So I'm here trying to get home and I've got tiles in the car packed up everywhere. I had 10 boxes remaining that needed to be collected, and so I decided today I was going to go and get them so that we've distributed them nicely through the car so that I can carry them home. So I had an errand to run, so I did that, and on my way I thought I'd go grab these. So it's all good. Heading home now. Traffic was crawling, but I decided I'm going to go the normal way because I don't want to twist and turn with these tiles in the vehicle. I want steady drive, so hence I'm here. But the traffic is breaking now, so I think it will be nice and smooth to get home from here. So let me carry them home so that they can get to be put to the use for which they were purchased. So this room is going to be Madame Eleona's, and so far it has the tiles down. And part of the corridor is tiled as well. Up this not tile yet because them are wait to finish it. We have some work left to do in there before the tiles can be laid, so them will make it stay so. And yeah, so I did the section of the bathroom with tile so far. So far so good. We're going along on our journey. So just the fixtures and fittings left to go in here, so, and then in there done. And we're trying to get it done. So right now we need to shift some stuff over to here. Some of the stuff that I'm pile up in my room need to shift over so that them can come do the work them need to do, because that has been a little bit of a delay for the build crew. So we're hoping to get that done. So that tomorrow we can pull down my bed and get them to go in. Them have some wall where they need to cut and some other stuff we need doing in there. So they need to cut one wall, then they need to cut some doorways as well. So the wall they're cutting is to go into a hallway, and then they need to cut two doorways. And I need to vacate my current bathroom so that they can go in and take out the fixtures and fittings and get it ready for what we need to do. But we're waiting to cut the window, the current bathroom window. We need to cut it into a bigger window. So once that's done, then I need to call the person who is sorting that space so that they can come and set up some stuff in there. So I will show you what that looks like when we get that to that stage. So teenagers love to be expressive and self-expressive, and whether it's in their style and the clothing they wear, and nowhere else more so that many of them choose to be expressive as with them here. So whether it's the style them wearing them here, or whether them cut it or grow it long, or them color it, or them wear different adornment of it, or whatever it is, them like to be expressive, and they do that. And of course, Eliona has the liberty to do that. Because we appreciate, so she go on to express ourselves. So This is her new hairdo. Hey, ta-da. Hey, yes, sir. Uh-huh. Madam. Huh? Madam says she a go for skunk stripe. Yeah. So of course she wear extension, she wear locks, she now locking, and now she decide that she's going to do a little bit of So now she's doing the coloring. And of course, she color it over the half term break. And once she go back to school, it just wash back out. So it's all good. She's enjoying it. When she's beyond high school, then she can decide to color it if she wants to color it with a little bit more long lasting color. But for now, that's it. So how you feel about the color? It come out how you did intend?
I was shocked that it actually showed up on my
So the results pleasing. Okay. So it's all dry now? Okay, you still, is it something you blow dry?
Yeah, but I blow dried it, but because my hair is the type of hair I have, I had to dry. If
Okay,
it was mine, if I didn't have locks, it would have dried quicker.
okay. So are you going to let it air dry or are you going to blow dry it?
I already blow dried it, and it feels the same, so I'm just going to air dry it.
Okay.
Try not to get anything that can mess up.
Oh, so she giving herself one half term treat with this hair. So I don't know what color I be, you know. So I'm gonna tell you in the comments what color is it. But I think it look nice. You like it. That's the most important thing. You like it.
I wanted to do half of it, but I don't have enough.
Okay. The top you bought wasn't enough to do the rest. Is that because your locks or?
The pot's small.
Okay then. Oh, it's smaller
I thought
than.
it was bigger based off some of the review pictures, but I guess it's not.
Okay, so when you bought it, you thought it was going to be a bigger tub. I saw it go sometime. You still get to use it, and that's the good
And
thing.
it works. I would buy it again, I'll just buy more.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing the other colors that you'll play with over the summer.
Rainbow.
Since right now you have half term,
Blue, everything.
that's fine. We can just play around and see how it look. Not true. Express yourself.
But I'm not gonna color it in the summer. I'm gonna slap on a wig.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. And how the wig look and everything, and how it frame your face and stuff.
Hopefully the lace does not show. That's a good time to wear a hairband.
So I'm hoping that you buy one that doesn't, because I don't like to see
I
that
need to
hairband
buy
with them
one.
put around it.
I need to. No, I can. You know the hairbands I wear to school. You can wear that over here too.
Okay.
But I need to get a wig with a HD lace.
So get the
But
one
just
where.
the one to here. The
Okay.
lace that stops here.
Okay. Well, get the one when I need to look like so obviously one same thing where then just drop by their head and you have one. Me not like how we look basically.
I could buy a glueless wig and glue it down because the lace is thinner. Glueless wig, so because it's supposed to blend in with your skin. So we buy that and we glue it down.
Yeah. So buy something that's actually going to look like your hair straightened, if a straightened wig or if whatever it look more like yours, like you've got it on, because it just look more presentable is the key of it all. Anyways, I'm looking forward to that when it happens. And
But comment down below if I should get burgundy or navy blue.
okay, we look forward to the comments and see what the suggestions might be. Today, it was one of the Mason on-site birthday, and of course, them pick up vibes. So as part of their celebration for their lunch, and so it was one of them things. See some of what they make here. Let me show you. It's been a while I haven't eaten rice and peas, and that's what's running on site today. And we top it off with my second serving of avocado for the season. So it go. We're sharing some of this journey and process with you, just so people can see what some of these situations are. Of course, they're from our experience as to what is happening on our renovation. We know that there are some people who are just never going to take it on. They probably just buy and come and be content. There are some people who will renovate, and there are some people who will just build from the ground up because they don't really know up what's up with builds that they didn't do, so they don't want to then come and have to renovate. So I'm conscious of those things, but I'm mindful that there are people who want to know, because there are people who are planning and people who want to take the leap, but they are afraid of the risks, or what it would cost them if they do. And so it's worth sharing, because we know that we have different people have different level of risk aversion. So it's just what it is. And so we share it up so people can learn from some of our experiences, so they don't have to make mistakes of their own, so they can learn from mistakes as well as they can learn from some of the processes that we've taken on. And so hopefully people are getting insights, because we're sharing the good, the bad, and the in between with people, because we want them to have a balanced outlook. We don't just want to finish and show this pristine look. And we're also very mindful that not everyone have the resource to pay some big developer and some big companies to come in and just project manage, coordinate, do everything for them. Some people have a small budget and they have what they want to achieve from it, and therefore they're going to work with tradesmen on the ground who are just sole traders, and they're going to need to see some of the challenges that exist when they are doing that as well. So hopefully it's been insightful for many people who are looking to go down that path, or confirming for some people why it is that they should go down the buy or ready for go living a route. But remember, even that has its ups and downs and its challenges too. So you need to just think about it and decide on what works best for you and your risk level that you are prepared to take. Today, we are building something special here, not just structures, but a real community. And some statistics to note is that Manchester, Jamaica is historically famous for its rich agricultural landscape and deep-rooted community farming. And it bringing that exact field to table worker culture onto a modern construction site is exactly how authentic Jamaican vibes are kept alive. So to anyone out there who's managing a team or working on a big project, never underestimate the power of a good meal and a proper laughter to help to build their spirits, especially when the time is proper hot or things are going proper difficult, and they just need to figure out strategies to overcome some of the hurdles that they have to jump. So let's know in the comment section below, what are some of the meals that you've had that instantly transported you back to your childhood? Tell us, because we would really like to hear.
The Jamaican family, where I living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me, yeah. The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me, yeah.
We want to say thank you for staying with us here on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. We want to say bye for now. Do take care, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, remember, walk good.